Thanks for joining us. I'm Macy Eglund. We are learning more about the victims whose body parts were spread across the island. Police have now identified the woman, and the family of the man has come forward. Police identified one of the victims as 59-year-old Donna Connealy. Her last known address was in Fishkill, New York. Now, the update coming on the day 2 of the 4 defendants, Amanda Wallace and Stephen Brown, were back in court, charged with concealing a human corpse and tampering with evidence. Family members of Brown were also in court. They say they are related to the not yet identified 53-year-old man. They also say the male victim was Brown's cousin.
The bail reform, it's absurd that 4 people can murder 2 people and just get to walk out like that. That's absurd.
None of the suspects are charged with murder. A judge has ordered all 4 of them to continue to wear GPS monitoring devices. You can read the latest developments on this case on Newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. A former Hempstead Village housing chair is headed to prison for 10 years. Cornell Bozier was sentenced yesterday. He was convicted of redirecting nearly $1 million in federal housing funds and collecting $100,000 in bribes. The federal judge said he stole money intended for low-income, disabled, and elderly residents while serving as the Housing Authority chairman from 2011 to 2013. Jury deliberations are expected to begin today in the money laundering trial of former Schechter School CFO David Ostrov. The West Islip man is accused of stealing over $8 million from the school to fund a lavish lifestyle. A new challenger in the race for the 3rd Congressional District. Nassau Republicans have picked former State Assemblyman Mike LaPetrie to take on Democratic Congressman Tom Suozzi in November. Before the general election, LaPetrie will face at least 2 other Republicans in a primary. UL Solutions LLC is cutting 20% of its staff in Melville. The Illinois-based product safety company, formerly known as Underwriters Laboratories, will begin cutting 61 employees beginning in June. The company says it will offer affected employees severance packages and outplacement assistance. Leadership cited economic factors for those layoffs. Sports now, and Stony Brook is a step closer to the big dance. A late surge helped the Seawolves beat the Hofstra Pride 63-59 in the Coastal Athletic Association Tournament semifinal, which was last night in Washington. Stony Brook will meet top-seeded Charleston in tonight's championship game. The winner clinches a berth in the NCAA tournament. Well, a 7-year-old from Massapequa living his dream of becoming a New York Met. Mason Meyer was a guest of the Mets at Clover Park before their spring training game against the Marlins yesterday. And Meyer has been in remission from acute lymphoblastic leukemia for more than a year now. He got to stretch with the Mets, take fielding practice, and step into the cage for batting practice with a brand new bat given to him by his favorite player, Pete Alonso. How sweet is that? A free golf for disabled veterans in the town of Hempstead.
The Lifetime Liberty Pass program, and it gives an added bonus for veterans who have a disability of 40% or more.
The town says the New York State Lifetime Liberty Pass can be used at town courses, including the Merrick and Lido golf courses. The state pass also gives veterans with disabilities discounted use of state parks, historic sites, and recreational facilities. The Studying Sisters, 6 young women from Long Island, are overcoming adversities and are now in nursing school together. Sherry Einhorn has the story you'll see only in Newsday.
9 looks away. But I already know potassium chloride is an electrolyte.
Meet the Lawrence sisters, 6 dynamic young women who have a deep love for each other, dedication to their studies, and commitment to their craft. They're all in nursing school here at Adelphi University, ranging in age from 18 to 26. They tell me they just make it work.
They always argue, but we tend to work together because we still have deadlines at school.
Listen, you said they argue. Do they argue and you don't?
I argue too. I'm just the least arguer. Yeah, I'll say that.
Are they going to agree with that?
I don't know. They will argue that opinion.
They graduated together from SUNY Old Westbury with a bachelor's in public health, and they'll be getting their master's from SUNY Downstate in May, just in time to start their nursing clinicals here at Adelphi in the fall.
I could have gone for being a doctor, but I feel like being a nurse is just that much more intimate with your patients. I like to be very intimate with people, connect with people, take care of people. 110.
They have several classes together, and as you might imagine, they do get noticed.
They will call attendance, and we already know what's gonna happen. So they will call attendance, and they're like, you all have the same last name. Our dynamic when we're in all the same classes, we actually play on each other's strengths.
Some are better at math, others science. They all say they chose nursing because they felt called to it.
I'm the one that gets to help people through that process of healing, and I'm the one, thank God, that gets to help people understand healthcare more.
The sisters have faced some challenges as a family. They were homeschooled after becoming homeless for a time and are staying with a relative in Brooklyn for now. They are religious and spiritual and say they don't dwell on what could happen.
To be a nurse, you really have to be dedicated because it is a difficult program. And clearly they've shown, grit and ability to kind of persevere against all odds. And we are really proud that they're going to be part of our program.
Is the other one.
Lauren is interested in becoming a labor and delivery nurse.
They're very hands-on, not only just for the patients, but they help the doctors as well. They're like the mediator, the middleman. They make sure they get the message through, and they make sure they give a sense of calm to the patient.
So what's the plan for when the schooling is all finally finished? Well, the sisters tell me their ultimate goal is to open a medical practice together. But for now, it's about making their childhood dreams become a reality.
When I was younger, I used to have this little imaginary hospital I made. I called it Nursery Lawrence, and I would take care of all my sister's wounds and everything.
In Garden City, I'm Shari Einhorn for NewsdayTV.
You can read more about the sisters on our website, newsday.com. Click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. Checking out your hyperlocal Tuesday forecast. Today is the beginning of a really nice stretch of weather. Looking at your day planner today, highs around 59 degrees with a whole lot of sunshine. And tomorrow, that warm weather continues. A few more clouds, partly cloudy, around 58 degrees. Taking a look at your 7-day forecast, we bump up even more for your Thursday, hitting the 60s. But unfortunately, we do have some more wet weather for this weekend.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Home Tax Saver, PTRC Incorporated. I'm Macy Eglund. Thanks for joining us here on Newsday TV. Hope you have a great day.